Welcome to Game That Tune, where we've censored David's penis.
We're now
What's in
live.
the box?
Oh,
We are now live and visible.
Guys, you got a big black box on your screen?
got a big black something. Hey-o.
Again, we're live and visible.
Why
David,
do
that's
we
not
have that?
And they can
That's
hear
how
us.
marrying a black woman works.
Guys. Everyone can see and hear us.
I stand by my statement.
I was just referring to like a large black monolith from like 2001: A Space Odyssey. I don't know
We've
what
heard
you were
about your
talking
penis,
about.
David. Oh, it's been done, David.
That's how I got the nickname David 2001.
Yeah. David Oddity. Or Odyssey.
I always
No,
thought that was
Odyssey
how many
works
licks it took to get to the center of it.
Yeah,
Wow, Johnny, this layout looks great, man.
I think I have a better idea for layout. Give me a second. I'm going to move this up.
No, I just said look great, but okay, fine.
Move us down there.
Now that we're live, let's change
Okay.
everything.
And then I can make this bigger. Okay.
I have been meaning to say we should look into getting all of us some green screen fabric so that we can just be overlaying
man.
whatever we're like watching against.
I do
Yeah.
have. I bought
should do
Song a portable green screen, so I could technically set one up behind me.
Pop it up.
Oh man, that'd be so cool. How do you get that stuff to work on Whereby?
That's a good question.
We should
I-
sort that all out right now during the show.
I'm
I
not
was going to
looking-
say that's a good question. One we should probably answer when we're not live.
Yeah, I'm really not listening to anything you guys are saying. I'm just adjusting my crops.
Oh no, we're not asking you questions.
Let's see. Crop. Okay, there we go.
I was gonna say if you want to put me into more like a host position on the screen, you can do that. But
Oh,
With a little podium and
oh, can we get a clip art podium?
maybe.
MS Paint preferred.
Crop. There we go.
Saying crop, or crap.
Both?
Okay, no,
Okay.
those does.
Okay, there
Crop
we go.
that crap.
I got us. Yeah, we're all little boxes now. And there's a big box with the board. Yeah, we're all just along the bottom.
Damn it.
I should have had a big cowboy hat for tonight. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
George Ferguson.
Crop that crap.
I
Is
got
that
that
not
reference.
what the butthole does?
David.
So
I mean, yes.
It's not that kind of show.
I think of it.
Oh, I love your crap cropper, honey.
Although there does seem to be a small problem with the scoreboard. My name is listed as David. It's Turd Ferguson.
Oh Lord.
It's a funny name.
All right. I've tried to put
Yes.
John. I've put you a little
Whoa.
bit separate so that you're the host. I don't know. We'll see what
You
happens.
change it to Turd Ferguson.
Okay.
I mean, that's the expected joke, David. You're going back to that's too much. How absurd.
Oh man, what a mess. Okay.
You're
All
doing
right.
great, John.
Who's ready to start the show?
No more of
Me.
a mess than we usually are.
Yeah, we're doing fantastic.
Also, I'm ready.
Anytime, baby.
Whole new format.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Game That Tune.
Oh, yeah. What is going on, everybody? It's Game That Tune, and we are back in the house once again. It's your boy, John Harrington here. We've got John Regan with us. Say hey.
Hey.
We got David Fleming. Say hey.
Hey,
And we've got Jesse Moore. Say hey.
Hey.
Hell yeah, guys. Welcome back. Game That Tune in the house for episode 268. And my, oh my, what a show we've got coming up for you guys. If you're just joining us, then you don't know what's going on here. Last week, Game That Tune, episode 267, a show that shall live in infamy. Our first ever show that was deemed unfinishable, incomplete, could not be done. The most technical difficulty that we've ever had on a show came up last week, and the show was broken.
I don't know that that's the first time that's ever happened, because there was the famous all live recording when John got really drunk and overzealous and added too many people into the mix.
Oh, we completed that show. I thought about that when I made that statement. That show was complete. It wasn't listenable, but it was completed.
Okay.
Huge difference.
Yeah, we
didn't have to abandon that show in the middle of the episode. So
Fair enough.
Game That Tune last week became broken. It took us a long time, but we finally broke Johnny's computer. We broke its will, its spirit to be a computer that hosts Game That Tune. And we broke the entire show. And so, normally on the show, we listen to 3 pieces of video game music. We try and guess each other's songs. We goof off and have a lot of fun. The winner picks a bonus tune and the theme for the next episode. But we never got there last week. There was no finish. There was no path forward for this episode. There was no bonus tune. There was no theme selected. And so I realized there was only one way to go forward. After breaking the show, the only way to do it is to break it even further and do an all new format for Game That Tune. Most likely a one-off. I don't foresee myself ever doing this again. But you know how when you break your arm and you go to the doctor and it's healed a little bit, and the doctor has to re-break it in order to set the cast properly? That's pretty much what we're doing with the show. We had to come up with a way to do a show and get a winner for next week's episode, but it couldn't be involving last week's finish. So we're re-breaking our arm with this special edition of Game That Tune. So we want to welcome you guys to a fantastic night. Game That Tune presents video game music Jeopardy. And now we will meet our contestants. Our first contestant, a computer programmer from Baltimore, Maryland. You know him as the heart of Game That Tune, John Regan.
Hey, it's great to be here, Alex.
A cartoonist and some such thing from Chicago, Illinois, David Fleming.
It's great to be here. I'm looking forward to a fun game.
And our returning champion, a lawn maintenance specialist and Sega legend, Jesse Moore.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
I forgot to say, you're also from Jacksonville, Florida. From Jacksonville, Florida, Jesse Moore.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. And nobody, for the record, Johnny, I heard you say that. Nobody called me Alex. Alex Trebek. Literally, we just passed the first anniversary of his untimely passing.
Oh.
Much respect to Trebek. It might have been the thing that inspired me to do this episode. We love you, Alex. Rest in peace. We miss you every day. So what we're going to do here, guys, it's Game That Tune presents Video Game Music Jeopardy, and we've got 5 categories, and we've got 5 trivia questions. We've got songs to go with each one. We're going to listen to the songs. You guys write down your answers, present your answers after the songs, and what makes it so Jeopardy as opposed to our regular Game That Tune. If you answer correctly, you get those points. If you answer incorrectly, you lose those points. If you don't answer, or if you draw a penis, then you don't get any points, but there's no points lost. It's a strategic move, drawing a penis as many times as possible on the show. There are 3 special spaces on the board. You will see as you discover them. And for anybody wondering, is there going to be a double Jeopardy round? No, I did 1 round of video game music Jeopardy, and I don't even think actually I did 6 categories. I only did 5. So no, there's 1 round. It's 25 games is enough. Good Lord. Is everybody ready to play?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Jesse, you have control of the board. And you get to choose from one of these 5 categories: exploring the world, 3, 2, 1, launch, a category all about launch games, choose your fighter, a grand adventure, or mind the gap, a category all about platforming games. Jesse, the board is yours.
Let's go with a grand adventure for 300.
A grand adventure for 300. The clue there: despite its title, this game is also now recognized as the first entry in a different series of RPGs from the same publisher. Johnny?
Hold on. Sorry, that I don't have any files named Grand Adventure. Is it Adventure Time?
Yeah, I changed all the category names.
Shit, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
And sorry, I was so distracted by that. Is this 300?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew I shouldn't have changed all the category names.
Hello. Oh, whoops. Bear with me.
Cool.
I was doing a lot of stuff with the stream and changed all my cantata settings. Okay, here we go.
All right, everybody. As you show your answers to the camera, also be sure to read them off. David, let's start with you. What did you say?
I have a drawing of a wizard penis.
That's a fantastic guess, David. Sadly, that is neither incorrect nor correct. 0 points for you. Johnny, what do you have?
Just a plain penis.
John drew a plain penis. That's less points than David, but still 0.
And
Jesse?
Not like airplane penis, just a simple penis.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Whatever. Unflavored penis gets you 0. Jesse, what do you have?
What is Dragon Warrior?
Dragon Warrior, a fantastic guess. Sadly, incorrect. The answer, of course, is Final Fantasy Legend 2 for the Game Boy. The first entry in the Saga series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Very strange that they would do that. They would, that Square was so desperate to crank out games and it's like, we need to market them. What do we got? I don't know. Call it another Final Fantasy thing. And then later on, they're like, I just realized we might have too many Final Fantasy products. And so, there they went. So Jesse, sadly, you lost the points on that one, but you maintain control of the board. So you get to pick the next category.
All right, let's go with Adventure Time for 400.
Adventure Time for 400. Answer there. This game features an RPG-like level advancement system with fighters getting new weapons and armor as they advance through the playthrough. However, the player cannot choose how to apply the upgrades to his or her character. I see a lot of smiling faces out there. How's everybody feeling on that one? Let's start with Jesse. Jesse, what'd you say for this answer?
Drew a dick.
Jesse's dick gets some 0 points. Johnny, what do you got?
I got nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing at all. That's again worse than a dick, John, but 0 points. And David, let's see it.
Also a dick.
Okay, triple dicks on this one.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, guys. This game is, of course, the arcade classic, Knights of the Round.
That's why it sounded so
Ooh.
damn familiar.
Okay.
Yes, and I should say, I'm sorry that I didn't clarify this earlier. There is a mixture of games that we haven't used for the show and games that we have. Everything's in play on this episode. So, Knights of the Round, of course, a classic, classic dick game, if I'm not mistaken. David, there's a visible penis in this game, is there not?
Several.
I'll have to go back and check. It's possible.
Is this the game with the tiger penis?
What?
You guys, okay, am I imagining this, or is there a game where there's a beat 'em up and there's a tiger with a big visible penis?
No, I definitely know what you're thinking about. I don't know if it's this game. Also, I do not recommend searching knight and tiger penis.
Yeah, got you going, man. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if anybody comes up with the tiger penis answer, maybe in the chat. Oh wait, Mork's got a screenshot.
You see some balls, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, that's a tiger's nutsack. Yeah. Is that this game? I honestly don't remember.
You can see the outline of like the pouch that the thing would come out of, I guess. So it's oof.
It's interesting. If you search video game tiger penis, the Dick Tracy electronic tiger like LCD game comes up.
Oh,
That kind of makes sense.
you could put that on your penis.
Good idea, guys. Good idea. Okay, well, no points in that round, but David has now drawn 2 penises, which gives him control of the board. So, David, what do you like?
I'm gonna go with board the platforms, and you know what? Let's go board the platforms 500.
Oh my God, David is starting off board the platforms 500. That is the Tornado Tunyon space.
Tornado Tunyon.
The Tornado Tunyon space, of course, is a quick round. The first player to write their answer and show it to the camera gets the points. There is no penalty for wrong answers. You can write it down as many times as you want. First player to get the correct answer gets the 500 points. With this clue, despite its title, this game is not a prequel, but a sequel to the first 3 games in the series. Jesse says Wonder Boy 4, incorrect. Johnny says penis, nothing. Jesse says Fallout 4, incorrect. It's a platforming category.
Jump.
David says Bit Trip Runner, incorrect. Johnny says Mario 4, incorrect. David says Adventure Island Beginnings, incorrect. Johnny says Sonic 4, incorrect. Incorrect, David. Jesse said Mega Man 4. You guys really got focused on the 4 because yes, it was a sequel, not a prequel to the first 3 games in the series. Man, so sad. No correct answers on that one. Sadly, the answer, of course, Rayman Origins.
Ooh, Origins.
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Oh, I got this all
Yes.
backwards. Oh, son of a bitch.
You were just guessing sequels starting with number 4.
So, yeah, sequels that, like, despite having 4 in the name, they serve as a prequel to the rest of the series.
That's funny, John. Yeah. Well played on that one.
Wow.
Bold strategy. No, sadly, that's incorrect. So, Rayman Origins, I don't know, man. Fun game, beautiful platformer, great graphics, fun music. I almost chose a more obvious track from that one. I realize now I should have. One of those like little things singing the glue glues or something like that.
Yeah.
But, oh well. Good soundtrack from a pretty fun game in a series that I want to like from a publisher that I don't care for. And David, you had the most answers shown on camera in that round, so you get to maintain control of the board. Where are we going next?
Let's do board the platforms for 400.
Or the platforms 400. Answer there. This game marks a sharp departure from the previous 2 games. Instead of the previously used top-down camera view, it uses a side-scrolling platformer presentation. All right, guys, let's see some answers. Johnny's the first up with his answer. Johnny, what's your answer?
Metal Gear 3.
That's not a game. That's incorrect. Jesse, what have you drawn?
I drew a penis jumping over a platform.
Fantastic guess. 0 points for that, sadly. David?
I also have a penis jumping over a platform.
Whoa, David!
My goodness, you guys should get synergy points. However, you're sadly not correct. This is, of course, Ys 3, Wanderers from Ys for the TurboGrafx 16. I thought that perhaps the unique sound font would be some kind of a clue for you guys. Yeah, guys, we just don't talk enough Ys on this show.
We don't talk enough TurboGrafx either.
It's true.
Also agree.
Yeah, so we should rectify that going forward. Starts with tonight, me learning what the Ys series is. Apparently, it was a series of RPGs, and then the third one they decided to make it a platformer for some reason. Sounds like a Zelda 2 situation.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
but for the third game,
right? So this game is one better than Zelda 2. So
hot take.
I forgot that hot takes were in play. So by hitting the hot take button, Johnny has given himself control of the board.
All right.
All right, Johnny. Yeah, it's your choice.
Oh, Fight Night 500.
What is wrong with you guys? You guys are supposed to like start with some easy ones and build up some points in case you find a daily double. But fine.
Fight Night 100.
For Fight Night 500, or do you want 100?
100.
Fight Night for 100. Answer: this console port of the arcade classic removed the co-op mode, rendering this game a single-player experience. All right, guys. Hope you're feeling fantastic about those tunes. Jesse's ready to present his answer. Jesse, what do we have?
What is Final Fight?
Johnny, what do we got?
What's Final Fight?
And David, what is your answer?
What is Final Fight?
Everybody's on the board for the first time tonight. That's correct. Fantastic job, fellas. I'm so glad that somebody finally chose a 100-point question so that we could seem like we know kind of what we're doing here. Final Fight for SNES. Remember the time that everybody played that? And then like 20 years later, you're like, yeah, I love playing Final Fight, the 2-player beat 'em up game that you totally conflated with Streets of Rage. Like, what? I just don't understand it, guys. Why take a game that's pretty much its main selling point is co-op beat 'em up and make it a 1-player thing? Nintendo did it to Double Dragon. They did it to Final Fight. Why?
I don't know that they had a choice. Like, I'm sure there were limitations in the memory.
I feel like it's something that you got to just wait until you can do it. Like,
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
didn't
guys,
have blast processing.
Yeah,
that's
the,
true.
The Sega CD version had a 2-player
Yeah,
co-op.
against Sega.
Yeah, and I mean the Final Fight sequels on the SNES had 2 players, so it's like they just wanted this one out. It's like, guys, we can only get like 1 Hagar on the screen. It's like, I guess that's good enough. Fine, done. And what about Guy? Scrap
Fuck
him. Nobody wants him. We want white T-shirt or we want Hagar, nothing else, and never at the same time.
I would love double Hagar.
Oh man, they really should have let you do like some mirror mode, some Double Dragon mode B, Hagar versus Hagar, just endless lariats. Well, fantastic. Everybody got that one right. David, you're now in the lead, so you've got control of the board.
Let's go with Fight Night for 200.
Fight Night for 200. Answer there. This game's Japanese title translates to Legend of the Hungry Wolf, the Battle of Destiny. hope everybody's burning to show me their answers on this one.
Oh,
Oh crap! Was it Burning Rangers?
All right, David, what do we got?
Fatal Fury? Excuse me,
It
what
says
is
Fatal
Fatal
Fury.
Fury?
Johnny, what do you got?
What is Fatal Fury King of Fighters?
Jesse, your answer?
Fatal Fury, King of Fighters.
Fatal Fury, the King of the Fighters, is of course correct. Thank you there, Johnny. Fantastic, guys. Man, what a game! This Fatal Fury, the King of the Fighters. Jesse, you understand the relationship between these two series, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. Is Terry in this?
Yes.
Good, very good. I love his hat and his
He's
hair.
so good.
So it's Fatal Fury, the King of Fighters, but then Fatal Fury continued on, and then King of Fighters became a separate series?
Yes, but
They're
what
like
King of
cousin
Fighters.
series.
King of Fighters is basically the Smash Bros of SNK universe. So
Okay.
so you get like your Fatal Fury characters, you got some Samurai Showdown characters, you got like Art of Fighting characters, Metal Slug characters, like everyone from SNK in King of Fighters.
Mm-hmm. I fucking love it.
All right.
Because yeah, that's the thing. It's like, why keep all these simultaneous fighting series going when you could just consolidate them all into one fantastic King of Fighters series and put it all out there. I think it's a great idea.
I kind of wish Capcom would do that instead of having like, hey, here's Street Fighter and like one or two Final Fight people. Like,
Mhm.
can we get some like Darkstalkers and Rival Schools characters in there?
God, I'd be all about that. I've been saying that for years about fucking Namco with their Soul Calibur and Tekken characters. Just find a way to put them all against each other. It's long overdue. I get that the weapon-based characters would have a distinct advantage. I don't care.
Well, Yoshimitsu's in both
Yoshimitsu?
of them.
That's true. He can split up
Heihachi
in
was
the
in
universe.
Soul Calibur too.
Yeah, so put all of them against each other. I want to fight Nightmare as king. Like, it's just not that difficult. do a Namco tag tournament. Done. It's just that simple. But anyway, yes, Fatal Fury, the King of the Fighters, fantastic arcade classic. And David, you've maintained the lead and you maintain control of the board.
I'm feeling very good about this. So let's go with Fight Night 300.
Fight Night for 300. Oh my God, David, you've landed on Akuma's space. David, Akuma's space.
Do I lose all my points and get banished to hell?
No, that's just what happens when you land on Akuma's space. If you even touch Akuma's space, he yells out like that. In Akuma's space, the space is a challenge space, David. If you're feeling great about your chances at Fight Night for 300, you can take this category on solo, or you can challenge one of the other players to answer it for double the points or double the losses.
No, you know what? The category's been very good to me so far. I'm feeling confident. I'm gonna take this solo.
David is flying solo into Fight Night for 300. Answer there. Of the 12 characters added in this game, 11 of them make their first playable appearance in this series. David appeared very confident. He may have made a good move in choosing to take this category on himself. David, let's see that answer.
Yeah, so confident I could take a pee break during the song. What is Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Well done, David. Well won. Congratulations on definitely making the right decision and choosing to take this category on yourself. I know for a fact that this is a game that you have in your back pocket. It has not yet been used, the Ultimate Edition of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for this show.
And one of the songs that I kind of wanted to use was Doctor Strange's theme, because that's a rockin' ass song.
It's a good ass theme, right? Okay, so David, since you're the only guy that answered correctly, you get to be the only one that comments on this. Tell us your Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 team and any other thing you want to say about Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
My Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Team 3. Yeah, my team was Captain America, Hagar, and Iron Man. Occasionally I would swap out Hagar for Thor and play the Avengers, but I had so much fun with Hagar in that game, like I got to put him in there somewhere. Yeah, God, this game was so fun. And the trivia that I'm sitting here, like, I guess I never really noticed it, but Strider was the only character that came back, wasn't he? Like, everyone else was brand new.
It was pretty cool, man. You know, and I don't care enough for Strider to be excited by him coming back, but all those other new characters, you know, I think I kind of figured it out pretty quickly. Marvel wanted to try and, you know, do like a kind of test the waters on some new characters that maybe they were thinking about putting in some movies. So, let's see, will audiences accept this raccoon? Yeah, okay, maybe kind of.
This
what about
magician?
Yeah, Doctor Strange. You know, Hawkeye hasn't been in a movie yet. Let's throw him in there. Sure, why not? And then on the Capcom side, it was just like, I don't know, if I can throw Phoenix right in there and make him impossible to beat. Cool, do it. But man,
once the show is over, I will post in our Discord. The greatest Marvel vs. Capcom comeback I've ever seen was a Phoenix Wright player who pretty much took out an entire team of 3 characters by himself.
Now,
like,
was he playing
so good?
Was he playing before or after they nerfed that fucking like Ultra that Phoenix Wright had?
Well, and that's the crazy thing. He doesn't use X Factor and he doesn't use his level 3.
Good God.
Like, he completely bodies Akuma with Phoenix Wright. It's insane.
You'll love to see it. That Phoenix Wright gave him the big finger, just like you gave Akuma the big finger on that one, David. So you maintain control of the board. Where are we going?
Let's go to. You know what? Let's try Great Big Worlds for 100.
Great Big Worlds for 100. Answer there. Renaissance man Kuzo Yoshiro composed this classic action sim hybrid. Gonna go ahead and put 100 points on the board for all three of you, but let's see those answers anyway. All right, David, read it.
What is ActRaiser?
Johnny?
What is ActRaiser?
Jesse?
What is ActRaiser?
Everybody is correct. Yes, ActRaiser, famously composed by legendary video game music composer Kuzo Yoshiro. Johnny, is that his real name?
I don't even know anymore. We've joked about so much. It sounds right to me now. I don't know.
See, and I'm going to be disappointed if there's not a Japanese man out there named Kuzo Yoshiro. And like, we need to find him and tell him, hey, you need to also compose video game music. Maybe make it all backwards or something. But like,
Make it all backwards.
I mean,
you don't have to be good at it.
We've run this joke into the ground. We should put an end to it definitively. The name of the composer is Yoko Shimomura.
Yes, thank you. Let's make all the jokes about how Japanese names all come together, run together in our ignorant American brains now.
I thought it was Shoko Imamura.
Game 10.
Oh, yeah. That's what we call a Yoko oh no right there, Johnny. So fantastic job. And on that note, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor. All right, and we're back. So we're going to meet the contestants tonight. John Regan, originally from Gainesville, then St. Augustine, Florida, then several other places, now residing in Baltimore, Maryland. Johnny, tell us a little bit about what you got going on up there, man. I hear that once upon a time, you cursed the Baltimore Ravens playoff run.
I did, but you're gonna have to help me remember how I did it, because I think all I did to curse it was watch it.
Yes. And I believe you also declared yourself a fan and tried to act like you knew who Lamar Jackson was, and then they lost that game mightily.
Yeah, I bought a shirt, I went to a bar, and then they lost it very hard.
Yeah, you fucking fool. They knew, John. They knew it was you. So have you had the opposite effect on any other Baltimore sports teams? Have you raised the Orioles out of obscurity yet, or are they still bad? I know you bought their shirt too.
I bought their shirt, so they're still pretty bad. That's kind of my thing.
All right, David Fleming is a David. Yeah, I literally said cartoonist and some such thing from Chicago. What is your actual job at this point? You work in you do customer service of some kind?
So I work in customer service and administration for a company that sells online courses to law students.
That's fantastic, man. I'm not interested in that. What I am interested in is you telling everybody about your webcomic.
So outside of that, I do have a webcomic that goes up every Monday and Thursday. It's a superhero science fiction webcomic at www.missrocket.com. That's msrocket.com. And you should check it out.
Yes, fantastic. It's a long-running comic, many fantastic issues, and I know you're very proud of it, and I'm very proud of you for keeping that comic going, David. I truly love it.
Thank you.
Jesse Moores from Jacksonville, Florida, family man. Your beautiful daughter Betsy is at home. I assume you want to wave and say hi.
Hi.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, and Jesse, you appear to have something there on your hand.
Oh yeah.
Do you care to explain this little Jesse accoutrement that you brought on the episode?
So this is Mr. Sacco, or a replica that I made for a costume I wore on Halloween. I went as a professional wrestler, Cactus Jack / Mankind, who would put this sock. Usually it was hidden in his pants at the time, and he would pull the sock out of his pants, put it on his hand, and then proceed to put the hand into the person's mouth, applying a nerve grip between the underneath the tongue and under the chin, pinching down, and it hurts really, really bad. And you think, why don't you just bite the fingers? But the nerve hold hurts so bad that you can't bite down on it. It's terrible.
Sounds like the kind of thing you'd have to give to a, I don't know, a family that maybe didn't turn on their porch light for Halloween. Maybe get a couple extra pieces of candy out there.
Well, you get something.
Did you do anything to make yourself seem like you had missing teeth?
Not on purpose, no.
Okay, fantastic. Well, with that, Johnny has made it out of the negatives, which means he has now taken control of the board. Johnny, where are we going?
I want to do Adventure Time for 100.
Adventure Time for 100, answer there. This was the first game ever to win the Nintendo Power Award for Best Game Boy Advance Game. Johnny, I do want to say that I'm giving you the discretion to fade songs after one loop if you detect that, just in the name of timeliness.
Okay.
But, whatever. Let's see it. Johnny, you've got your answer on the screen.
What is Golden Sun?
And David?
What is Castlevania's Circle of the Moon?
And Jesse?
What is Golden Sun?
Johnny and Jesse are both correct. David, sadly, incorrect.
I would be amazed if me and David were both correct somehow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I said it because your names are next to each other on the scoreboard.
They use this song twice. Two different games.
Yeah, two completely unrelated games. Wow. Yes, fantastic. The answer, of course, Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance.
I was kind of thinking that, but it really sounded like Castlevania music.
Yeah, but David, I thought you've read every issue of Nintendo Power and know what won every award every year.
No.
Oh, okay. Fine. Yeah, I misjudged you. You keep that pile of Nintendo Powers in your bathroom for some other reason than to do thorough year-end awards research.
Yeah. I do.
And that reason shall remain unsaid. So, Johnny or Jesse, since you both got this right, do you either of you have thoughts or memories of Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance?
I just remember mostly, like, the battle system was cool. You could summon these little, like, djinns that would fight for you. But also you had this, like, magic hand that you could, like, do puzzles with, and like with the environment, moving blocks around, or you could like summon water and stuff. And it was a really fun RPG. I think Camelot made it. Yeah.
I believe they
yes.
did. Yeah. It cool RPG, cool series, and it's got its fans. People were definitely clamoring for this guy to be added to Smash, and just couldn't get the flick on the fact that if he's an assist trophy, he's not gonna be an actual character in the game. So take what you can get, guys. There's only so many slots in that game.
He's a Mii costume.
He has also a Mii costume,
That
and he's a
kinda
very
counts.
annoying assist trophy. You get those big hands, it fucks you right up. But wow, fantastic. So Johnny, you maintain control of the board after that one. Where are we going?
Adventure Time 200.
Adventure Time for 200. Answer there. Despite its title, this game is now recognized as the first entry in a different series of RPGs from the same publisher. Hopefully everybody remembers the question from this category for 300 points. Jesse, what was that?
Oh, you just answered my question.
Good.
I'm feeling much more confident in my answer for this than for the 300 one.
Fantastic, David. I'm glad to hear it. So let's see what David's got. David, what is that there?
What is Final Fantasy Adventure?
All right, and Johnny?
A penis on a vine.
Johnny drew a vine penis. And Jesse?
It's just like a very minimalist penis.
My goodness,
wow.
That ball sack is as smooth as an egg.
I don't know which end is the ball sack and which end is the ball sack.
Exactly.
It could be a bird's eye view of a swimming pool. This penis. David is of course correct. This is the Final Fantasy Adventure for the Game Boy, the first entry in the Mana series.
Yeah, because on the 300 one where it's like the first entry in the Saga series, like I thought it was the Mana. Okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, Square was confusing people for quite some time. they had
Still
all
are.
these games. So they had all these games they're working on, and so they're putting out Final Fantasy games. They're putting out Final Fantasy Legends. They're putting out Final Fantasy Adventures, and then years later, it's like, actually, that Legend, it's Saga, and the Adventure, it was Mana, and Final Fantasy remains its own thing.
Well,
I don't understand it.
It's weird too because this was the same era where Square was not releasing Final Fantasy games in the United States. So they had Final Fantasy games to release, didn't release them, and then released other games as Final Fantasy games.
We got all these Final Fantasy games that we made, but that doesn't seem like it's a strong brand in America. So we better release more Final Fantasy games.
Game Boy.
Game Boy Final Fantasy games. That'll really drum up the sales for the inevitable next SNES entry. Should we call it Mystic Quest? No, we should not. Because we already called this Game Boy one Mystic Quest in Europe. We fucked everything up. Like seriously, you ever wonder why Final Fantasy Mystic Quest is also known as Final Fantasy USA Mystic Quest? I believe it's because Final Fantasy Legend on the Game Boy is called Mystic Quest in Europe. Like, it's all fucked up. So, anyway,
all of a sudden, 2 being 4 and 3 being 6 doesn't seem that confusing.
Yeah, you thought they were crazy then. Wait till they just declare new series. It's like, oh yeah, those actually totally are Final Fantasy spinoffs. But these games aren't Final Fantasy games anymore. And we're going to remake them later on. Because this totally got a remake as like Sword of Mana or Adventure of Mana or some shit. Like, Square. Whack. What a company. So fantastic job, David. Congratulations on that one. And you you now have control of the board.
Let's go with board the platforms for 100.
Board the platforms for 100 answer there. This game features updated graphics and a remade soundtrack by composer Danny Baranowski. Guys, I sensed some crisis in Johnny on that one, but maybe it was misplaced. Johnny, you can be the first to read this one.
What is Cave Story 3D?
Jesse?
Super Meat Boy.
And David?
What is Cave Story 3D?
Johnny and David, both correct. This is, of course, Cave Story 3D for the 3DS. Not a straight port, a full-blown, full-fledged remake with new graphics and new soundtrack. And David, did you play this one?
I did. One thing that I actually really liked about it is like they did completely redo all the graphics in 3D models, but you could unlock and swap the characters into their original pixel sprites. So you could have like the 2D sprites in full 3D rendered backgrounds, and it looked really, really nice.
Yeah. I like that idea. I like that capability of the 3DS to do, I didn't download many of them, but the 3D Classic Sega series or whatever. And I think Nintendo did them as well. Like just the sprites popping off the backgrounds. That's a look they should have made a lot of games with. Johnny, you a famous 3DS owner. Did you play Cave Story 3D?
No, I played original Cave Story, which is where I recognized the melody from. Like, I was like, oh, wait a second. Okay, this is definitely Cave Story. I was like, okay, but what remakes are there? And the only one I know that had the soundtrack completely redone was 3D. So, it worked out.
Yes. And Jesse, I do apologize for tripping it up. Did you think that I meant a remade version of Super Meat Boy?
Well, the original version was like a Flash game.
Right.
So,
but that's why the music is a factor, Jesse, because that was nice and calm and way too sweet to be Meat Boy.
Yeah. I would like to play Super Meat Boy with the Cave Story soundtrack.
Man, wouldn't that be a thing? Could you unlock? Could there be a crossover, Super Cave Boy or Super Meat Story?
I would love to be like doing those hard platforms and like dying all the time with
God, it would drive you insane.
More
so than the game already does.
So to say, I do wish, because I know in Blade Strangers, Quote and Curly Brace were playable characters, but sadly Meat Boy was not. I kind of wish Meat Boy was in that fighting game. That would have been awesome.
Yep. You heard it here. David wants more meat. So great round, guys. Johnny, for I don't know why. You get control of the board.
Board the platforms for 200, please.
Board the platforms for 200. This title on this game's cover art features a raccoon's tail, emphasizing the return of a beloved power-up to this series. Man, I'm realizing now being the host and a non-participant in the show gives me entirely too much time to drink. I see David feeling confident on this one. Johnny and Jesse looks like still writing.
Yeah, I wrote that acronym. I'll read it out loud.
Okay, fantastic. So Johnny, go ahead and read that one.
New Super Mario Brothers 2.
What?
New Super Mario Brothers 2.
What?
Not right. Shit.
What is?
Oh,
New
shit.
Super
What
Mario
is New Super Mario Brothers 2?
I don't want to have to correct you again on that, John. Jesse, read yours.
What is New Super Mario Bros. 2?
Both of you sadly incorrect.
Aw.
David, let's read the correct answer.
What is Super Mario 3D Land? I love how understated that applause is.
It's a good applause, right?
It's not like cheering, it's like a golf clap.
It's Jeopardy, dude. Like, what are you expecting? We're not doing that canned applause from like the fucking sports games on the Nintendo 64 with the yeah, woo, wow. We're not doing that. We're just doing the nice SNES compressed golf clap. So yeah, Super Mario 3D Land, of course, for the 3DS. You know, what a game. What a freaking game, guys.
You want to know what sucks? Guess what's on the other side of this card?
Oh, no!
Super Mario 3D Land.
Oh, Johnny, what happened?
I doubted myself.
I mean, I could definitely see the confusion because New Super Mario Brothers 2 brought back the raccoon tail, but Super Mario 3D Land brought back the Tanuki suit. There's the distinction.
And that's the beloved power-up. We all like the raccoon tail just fine, but also the cover art of New Super Mario Bros. 2 does not have a raccoon's tail dangling off of it. And yes, Super Mario 3D Land, heavy emphasis on the Tanuki suit. Like, what a suit. Yeah, that was like, you know, not only was it a must-buy because it was the early days of the 3DS and there were so few games to choose from, but also a must-buy because it's like, okay, it's a 3D platforming game and you get to wear the Tanuki suit again. I've been missing that, baby. Love that Tanuki suit.
Arguably one of, if not the best Mario power-up. The Tanuki suit.
Yeah, I would give it that. I love it, man. There's something so strange. I mean, it's got to be just lost in cultural, translation. Why the Tanuki suit is what it is. Like Mario gets to turn into a raccoon dog thing. No nutsack. I've watched Pompoko. Those things are supposed to have big nutsacks. But Mario does not have a giant nutsack. But he does get to turn into a statue and crush things.
Right, so fun story. I went to Zoo Atlanta not that long ago, and they had an exhibit of Tanuki dogs. And I was like, oh my God, these are real? Like,
where are the nuts?
Thing? Yes, there's an actual animal called like the Tanuki. And it's like a weird, like it's closer to a dog, but it looks like a raccoon. It's very strange.
I was going to say it's like a raccoon bred panda thing.
Yeah. But I saw the little sign that says Tanuki. I was like, Danielle, do you have any idea how long I've wanted to see this in real life?
Yeah. I need to go inside and wear that.
I need
Let's see if they fly.
Do you know what this means to 6-year-old me?
Oh man. But yeah, and 3D World or 3D Land, excuse me, just one of those first like killer apps for the 3D feature on the fucking 3DS. Like the depth puzzles and the stages were just, I don't know, really well done.
I forgot about the depth puzzles.
That's what's so fun, and I feel so bad for anybody that bought a 2DS, because it's like, the game tells you like turn on your 3D, and if you're playing on 2DS, you can't, and it's just not the same. Like you could see, it's like doing a Magic Eye poster, and you can see that little change, like, oh, that stack of Goombas is on this square, and it's this many high. Like, I don't even want to think about the poor kids that had to play that shit with no 3D. But yeah, that game's great. What a great game. So fantastic job there, David. You've got control of the board, and you make our next selection.
I think we should close it out with Board the Platforms for 300.
Board the Platforms 300. When the final boss is defeated, her lips remain on stage and must be attacked once in order to complete the game.
Oh, hold on. Let me restart that.
That's all right. All right, guys, not much time to think about that one.
I drew some lips and then some a penis and balls on the side.
You drew Johnny dared to draw lips and a penis on the same card. Unbelievable. I want you to hold that up. Give the chat plenty of time to screenshot that and make an emote out of Johnny's lip dick. Yeah. What is that? Is that? I don't even understand.
I don't even know, man.
You understand the way that penises and lips interact, and yet you drew that. David and Jesse somehow still drawing. We should have done the Jeopardy time limit. I need the doot, doot, doot. So Jesse has drawn a very, very thick. I'll let you describe it.
It just gets bigger.
Tapers in a very interesting way. David, what do you have?
What is Mother Brain gonna suck that dick?
Fantastic. No points changing hands. Nobody's wrong. Nobody's right. This is, of course, Wario Land 4 for the Game Boy Advance. And what a game.
Cool.
Yeah, Wario Land. David, you played and completed Wario Land 4 for the Game Boy Advance?
I was going to say, I've played it. I don't know that I've completed it. And I seem to remember the final boss being like a malevolent demon clown thing. Like, where are the giant lips coming in?
Are you thinking of Rudy?
Yeah.
Well, it's not Rudy. Rudy's an evil clown thing.
Who's the final boss?
I thought Rudy was the kid that wanted to play football.
Yeah, different, way different Rudys. I probably should have vetted that trivia a little bit better. Hold on, man. Let me do a quick cursory search for Wario Land 4 lips. See what terrible thing comes up.
Now, word from our sponsor.
Do you fight Captain Syrup?
Your mom's right, Jimmy.
Robert Loggia. Oh no, it's the Golden Diva. Yeah, I never got that far.
Okay, so you never got to the
final
Golden
boss.
Diva. Oh, okay, so yeah, you keep knocking masks off of her, and then eventually she's left as just a pair of lips. Phew. Okay, good. I was vaguely right about this trivia.
Hooray!
Yeah, when it's a game like this that I haven't played, I take a lot of wiki stuff on good faith, guys. So if some crude motherfucker's like, "Oh, wouldn't it be funny if like you beat up the diva and her lips just stand there and Wario's got to smash them?" To me that doesn't sound out of the question, and so
Like I do that all the time.
it sounds like a Wario thing. Like, wow, there's a pair of lips. Gotta smash those things.
There's a pair of lips, rubber the garlic. Wow.
God. I don't want to do a Wario impression ever again. What if she can taste this? Wario, horrifying crude character. But so, David, you did play Wario Land 4. Jesse, you Game Boy Advance guy. You ever get into Wario Land?
Yeah, that game's hard as shit. I couldn't get past like the 4th level. Jesus.
Yeah, I like to think that I would like Wario Land games if I gave them a fair shake. I liked the one on Wii, Shake It, speaking of fair shake. But, I don't know, man. I'm not sure they're for me. They're fun. But, I don't know. Wario's just so off-putting. I'm not sure I like his games. If it's not WarioWare where the whole thing is weird for the sake of weird, if you're just having to play as Wario himself, it's like I don't think I like being this guy. I play these games for escapism. I don't want to be fucking Wario. But anyway, so let's see. Nobody got that one right. But let's see. Jesse has played it. David has played it. So that means Johnny, having not ever encountered the lips, gets control of the board.
All right.
Johnny, where are we headed?
Let's go with Great Big Worlds for 200.
Great Big Worlds 200. This 4th entry in the popular franchise was the first 16-bit game in the series. This host's gotta pee.
Does this count as him not guessing?
I mean, kind of. I'm assuming his dick is out.
That's true. Is he tracing it at least?
Had to bust out the magnifying glass, the tools.
Oh God!
All right.
Oh, that's not
mean.
fair.
Okay, Johnny, you put your answer up first. Let's hear it.
I said Final Fantasy 4 or 2 if you're going by the US numbering. Or I'm sorry,
Did
what
you put-
is Final Fantasy 4 or 2?
Thank you, David.
What is penis for?
Oh man, I feel like that counts as an incorrect answer. And Jesse,
What is Final Fantasy 4?
Johnny and Jesse both correct.
Woo!
Johnny, we got to be running simultaneous soundboards here.
Okay. Oh, my keyboard died. Damn it.
Yeah, it's Final Fantasy IV for the SNES, of course, known as Final Fantasy II here in the United States. Because again, Square just wilding, just fucking like I don't get it. Like, why? I don't know why even bother. Like, why rename all these things? Why? Yeah, I don't understand what. Like, I need to figure out their marketing strategy.
I get it at the time. It was because like in the US they had Final Fantasy 1 come out on NES, and then didn't bother porting anything until this one. So they're like, well, Americans haven't seen the other games, so let's call this 2. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, why not port the other ones?
I was going to say, I think the question is not why did you call this 2? It's why did you not release 2 and 3?
Mm-hmm. Like, you released this game, I assume it was something of a hit. I can't speak to it because I wasn't buying games and reading sales data in 1988, but I don't know. I guess it's just the question for Square was, did they want to pay a translator? And they did. And then they were like, you know what? Fine. We got an SNES coming out. We gotta translate this one. This is gonna be a big game. We're gonna put it out there. It's gonna really confuse people if Final Fantasy IV comes out right after 1. So we better change the numbering system, and then skip 5 and release 6 as 3. And then eventually release Final Fantasy VII, and no one will have any questions whatsoever.
I was going to say, and then they got to the PlayStation era and said, fuck it.
I mean,
Well, by then the internet was around the corner, and you could just look that shit up and be like,
right. But also, maybe Americans just aren't that stupid. Like, I know that we're stupid, but like, maybe we could have just figured it out. And maybe it could have been a thing like Star Wars Episode 4. They added that shit in. It was initially Star Wars, then they added in Episode 4, and everybody's like, no, hold on. What do you mean Episode 4? You mean we're seeing the middle part of a story? You know what I would like is some prequels. And then Square could be like, hey, check this shit out right here. Like, it's, I don't know. They needed George Lucas on the team is what they needed. He could have marketed Final Fantasy.
Okay, so there's a couple of things here, John. Okay, so one, when Star Wars first came out in theaters, it wasn't called Episode 4. It was just called Star Wars until Empire.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, okay.
They added that in.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then our Discord chat has let us know that the issue with Final Fantasy 2 on the NES is that it had too much death for Nintendo of America to deal with. And 3 came out so close to the Super Nintendo launch that they just said, fuck it, we're not doing this. We're not bringing this over.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I that's the thing. I'm sure there are reasons. I wasn't trying to be right about any of them. That's the beauty of it. I don't present anything that we say as factual. So, man, what a game. What a time it was for releases. And now everything's great. Now we got the pixel remasters and everybody's happy. So all's well that ends well some 30 years later.
Not actually.
Johnny, you got a game correct that you, I'm sure, never played. So that gives you control of the board.
Before Johnny picks this next answer, I just want to say that my audio program crashed. So this is me jumping back into the recording for editing reasons.
David, I super appreciate you doing that.
Yeah.
I really do. All right, Johnny, you've got control of the board.
I'm going to go with Great Big Worlds for 300.
Great Big Worlds 300, the answer there. This controversial entry in the series is the first game in the series' canonical timeline. How are y'all feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Great.
All right, John, I'm squinting. What did you draw?
I tried to draw a timeline, but it looks like I don't know, some kind of weird penis with one ball or something, or a butthole for a ball. I don't know.
It looks like a penis
I don't know, man.
and a donut.
I tried to draw a
Penis
clock
with a-
face and a line, and it's just a mess.
Penis throwing a yo-yo. That's Johnny's answer. David, what do you got?
What is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword?
And Jesse?
What is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword?
Both correct. Fantastic. And for Johnny's sad penis
Oh,
So, man, Skyward Sword, what a game. Recently had a re-release. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Came out to zero fanfare and zero controversy, this re-release of Skyward Sword. Nothing
was there
positive.
controversy to it?
It seemed like a lot of people kind of rediscovered the game and realized this game, it's cool, but a little jank. Maybe these controls don't work all that well, even like ported forward to these new controls. And I love the Zelda games. I don't want to criticize them for being like kind of a chore to play, but like there's a lot of dialogue in this game, man. Like the intro to this game takes a long fucking time. Like, do you like? I have fond memories of this game, David, and Jesse. I'm sure you guys do too. Like, do you remember how long it takes for this game to fucking like really just get going and let you do shit? Like,
It takes a long ass time.
yeah,
See, that's like Skyward Sword is so weird for me because I know it has high points and low points, but the high points are so high that I
Yeah.
kind of like just remember those.
right. I feel like the game like crescendos. It's like, all right, yeah. By the time you're at all those high points, it's like, yeah, this might be the best Zelda game ever. Then it's like, wait a minute. 15 hours ago, I was doing the most boring goddamn thing I've ever done in this series. Like, what? Oh, jeez. All that loft wing practice for nothing. But
Oh God, right.
yeah, better practice riding that loft wing. Why? Because you're going to use it to go to the next area at some point. Like there's so much that it's like, I don't know, a lot of decent ideas that didn't quite come together in a great way, but so many good things, man. That ancient cistern dungeon, I like the Skykeep. That's like the slide puzzle dungeon. I didn't have much problem with the motion controls, but save for a couple of fights, it was a fun game. I know, Jesse, you still actively dislike this game, don't you?
I just constantly had the worst problems with those controls. Like the fight with that Ghirardelli guy or whatever.
Oh,
The
Cure
chocolate
him.
thing?
Yeah,
Willy
Like-
Wonka.
was impossible because I would, block the correct way you're supposed to block. I would strike the correct way you're supposed to strike, and my remotes would just never
Not do it.
do it. Just constantly. Had multiple Wiimotes and nunchucks and the Motion
Okay, so-
Plus, and I would try it on everyone, and I don't know, I'm not created like
You got to set that
Do
shit
it.
down on the table and calibrate right before you swing it.
every time I would calibrate. It was like I wanted to like it because, like, at the time of the art style, I thought was real neat.
Yeah, it
Once
is.
you get past all the fucking chatting it up, like, I gotta say, Zelda games are typically not
Chatty.
very chatty. Like,
Yeah,
they
no,
have
this-
some text in them, but fucking Skyward Sword is like Jesus.
It's chatty, but that's the thing. I think it's chatty in service of I don't know, some of the better like characterization in the series. I like the relationship with Link and Zelda and Groose, and it's got its highs and it's got its lows. It's dare I say it, a controversial entry in the series.
Which was the first game in the canonical timeline.
Yeah, nothing controversial about that. I love that final battle where the guy's like, I'm basically the spirit of Ganondorf, and I'm gonna bother you for eternity. It was a good fight. Demise was dope. What a
especially
guy.
when you were fighting him in like the weird like sacred realm and you had to summon the lightning to attack him. Like that was
Mhm.
a fucking awesome fight.
Yeah, no, the final fight was fucking cool. That's like I said, that shit crescendoed. It's like, yeah, by the time I'm like throwing lightning at primordial Ganon, this game's the shit. Just forget all the shit that happened beforehand. So
I do
yeah.
remember, like, as you get to that point, you're like walking down the spiral path to the crater, and all the like bokoblins are coming at you, and you're just hacking through them. And I remember when Hyrule Warriors first came out, I was like, oh, it's like that one part of Skyward Sword as an entire game.
Yeah.
Dope.
Really good. Really fucking good. So let's see. Jesse was overtaken by his hatred, so he lost control of the board. David, you've got control of the board. Where are we going?
Let's do Fight Night for 400.
Fight Night for 400. Answer. This is the first time the publisher used the series' Japanese title for a global release. However, console releases would restore the localized title as seen in the game's Dreamcast release. Okay, so I don't see a lot of writing, don't see a lot of thinking.
I'm trying my first attempt at a clock face that looks way more like a butthole than a clock face.
Oh yeah, that's a weird clock face butthole that you've drawn there, Johnny.
Are buttholes allowed for 0 points?
Yeah, Dave, Johnny, you're really fucking blowing the whole 0 point penis rule. I don't want to take away your fucking 400 points for that butthole, but you also don't gain 400 points. Okay,
fair.
David, where you at?
Just a second.
All right, he better be shading the penis. Jesse, you want to read yours?
What is Gauru Mark of the Wolves?
Mm-hmm. And David?
I have a peniskin.
He's throwing a Hadouken penis. Wowee. Jesse, however, is correct.
Oh, I should have gone with Hadouken.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there, David. Right there, Hadouken. But nobody throws Hadoukens in Garou Mark of the Wolves. Jesse, what do people call their fireballs in Fatal Fury or Garou?
There's different ones. Like Terry Bogard does a power geyser or something. I don't.
And make a dick version of each one.
Okay, Dick Geyser.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I think Power Geyser is pretty good as a dick name.
Pretty dickish.
But this is the one with it's like in the future, and like Terry is teaching Geese's son, Rock Howard.
Yeah, Howard.
And this is also the one with Butt in the game. So
Kushnu Butt?
Yeah, so if you like Butt, this is the game for you.
I'm a butt man. Always
Sold.
have been. Johnny's going to buy his Dreamcast back and get this game again.
Ooh, that's going to be expensive.
I was told they're butts.
Worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it. Oh god, man. But that's our dude. But yeah, so Guru has Fatal Fury, I guess, then always been called Guru Densetsu or whatever in Japan? Is that the is that
Maybe.
what,
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
yeah, because it's a continuation of the Fatal Fury and King of Fighters series. It's Guru, and yeah, I feel like it's again like them. They corrected it for the U.S. market. They called it like Fatal Fury Mark of the Wolves, but like I don't know. I feel like they should have known to do that prior to this, because like I've always been confused by that. I'm like, oh yeah, that game sounds cool. That Guru Mark of the Wolves. It's like, oh, it's another Fatal Fury game. I'm like, no, it's not. It's its own thing. No, it's tangentially a Fatal Fury game in one way or another. But I think if we're learning anything on this episode, that you can't put your faith in the Japanese to name games for American releases. It's just going to be a big fucking mess. But
Well,
Jesse,
it's probably more like the American publishers are like, kids don't know what the fuck Genjutsu means. So how about
That's true.
wolves or something?
right, but at the same time, I mean, you have to assume that like Fatal Fury was popping up in like I don't know, every fifth or sixth arcade nationwide. Kids had a vague idea what that game was. That was in the sandwich shop when I went to the place in St. Augustine. I knew what Fatal Fury was. I played it every few months at the arcade. You got to have faith in your marketing there, but I don't know. Yeah, it was a good time. Great game. I think one of the last. I don't want to speak to any facts about Guru Mark of the Wolves. Because I don't. No, I'll be wrong about it all. Not my series. I wish it was. But Jesse, it turns out it is your series, so you got control of the board.
Let's finish this category with Fight Night for 500.
Fight Night for 500. This game is the last mainline game in the series to use hand-drawn sprites. Yep. Short one there, guys. Who's feeling great?
I think I figured out your theme here.
Hey. Easy up there.
I was gonna say if you think they're all fighting games, I have news for you, Johnny.
Yeah, the category was Fight Night, dumbass.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah. I got it.
I figured it out. They're all games with fights.
What does category mean? All right, let's see. Sorry, let's start with David there.
What is dick?
David's got a dick. Jesse?
What is two dicks fighting?
And Johnny?
What is King of Fighters 13?
Johnny, my man. That's correct.
No shit.
Johnny actually did figure out my theme.
You're all in on King of Fighters.
I mean, yeah, the Fatal Fury, Guru, King of Fighters, line there.
No, they're not. It started with Final Fight.
Right. But still 3 out of the 5 being from the same franchise, same publisher. Johnny, I'm not giving him too much credit, but he easily could have Googled last game in the series with hand-drawn sprites and come up with the King of Fighters wiki. I'm not saying that's what happened. I don't know. But Johnny, you obviously didn't play King of Fighters 13. You just you got lucky on this one.
Very lucky, yes.
So, who is your favorite character from any game represented in the King of Fighters?
Terry Bogard.
Okay. Did you say Bogart?
Yes.
Humphrey Bogart's long lost nephew Terry.
So close.
You almost had it, dude.
Humphrey Bogart, famous for his role in Casablanca. And then you got Terry Bogart, famous for his role at Casablanca, where he hangs out playing the piano for people to come in to his, one bar in all of St. Augustine.
Whoa. Johnny getting upset.
Here's looking at you, kid.
That is a niche joke if ever there was one.
I'm not sure who that joke was aimed at. Good
Wait,
Lord.
that was a joke.
I want to make a request at the fancy piano bar. Hey, come on.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So for those that don't understand that Johnny was making some very obscure St. Augustine joke, he was somehow conflating Terry with the guy that took requests at an upscale hotel in St. Augustine called the Casa Monica. That only me and David would possibly get. I don't know why he thinks that Terry is the piano player besides his relationship to Humphrey Bogart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did the guy at the Casa Monica wear a hat?
I was going to say, also, Johnny, do me a favor and right now Google image search Terry Bogard and tell me if that's the kind of guy who works at a piano bar.
He's gonna spell it wrong. That's the thing. Google image search is only going to save him by correcting it. The point is, his last name isn't Bogart. It's Bogard, Johnny. But it's fine. That's not the most egregious mistake you've made in the history of the show. Yeah. Not even close. But what it did do was get you control of the board. So, Johnny, we're out of Fight Night. We're out of platforms. 3 categories left.
Adventure Time 500.
Adventure Time for 500. The answer there. This game's story begins in the year 1502 and is possibly the first game to feature a playable Portuguese.
Wait, John, I want some clarification. Is the game the first that's playable in the language of Portuguese, or the first with a playable Portuguese person?
I looked it up. Portuguese is the noun version of the adjective Portuguese, so it is properly correct. But yes, it is possibly the first game in which you could play as a Portuguese person.
Got it. Okay.
See a lot of hard thinking faces right now.
I'm just worried because, like, I want to take a guess, but I don't want to lose the points.
Yeah, see, it's Jeopardy, baby.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go for it.
All right, Johnny, tell us what you got.
I drew a porch of geese.
All right, well, that's not a penis.
Yes, you lose a whole bunch of points.
Dude, yeah, you want to lose the 500 or don't you? The fuck, man. Let's see, David, what do you got?
What is Uncharted Waters?
And Jesse?
What is Uncharted Waters?
David and Jesse both correct with Uncharted Waters. Well done, guys. I feel like now Johnny should lose his 500 for Porch of Geese. Son of a bitch.
Oh,
God, I'm so proud of it.
Don't be. Okay, Uncharted Waters, what a game. I don't know a fucking thing about this game, guys. It's okay. It's even despite this was the game that Mustin chose when he came on the show a few months ago.
oh right. Yeah, that's familiar.
I was gonna say, like, it sounded vaguely familiar.
Yeah. And, a cool game with like a lot of music and like something I would vaguely like to play, maybe not on the NES, like an Age of Exploration type game. Sounds like something I would play on like an Apple computer, but not an NES type thing. But set and sail for adventure. That's why it's in the Adventure Time category. That's really all I got, guys. It's and yes, you do get to play as a guy from Portugal. Seriously, I would like to challenge you. Seriously, can you think of any game? Like, was there a soccer game prior to this in which you got to play as like an actual Portuguese man? I truly think this might be the first game that lets you play as some man from Portugal.
Was there any Christopher Columbus game from before?
See, I don't think so. I think that's why they made this fucking game.
Gremlins.
I think this game came out before that. And who in those games is Chris Columbus?
You're thinking of Chris Columbus.
Oh, Jesse, you had me like, what are you talking about? Macaulay Culkin's not Portuguese, you dumb motherfucker. Like, you got me thinking. You got me choking on my own rage here.
Game That Tune, episode 268, Jeopardy, Macaulay Culkin is not Portuguese.
Okay. By getting the host choking on his own rage, Jesse gets control of the board. Only 2 categories left.
Let's do console launch games for 300.
Console launch games 300. This game added a heavy emphasis on weather with calm or drastic effects based on 5 different types of weather. All right, guys. Let's see who's an early adopter. Everybody's ready. Johnny, what did you do?
Penis, and I tried to draw 5 different types of weather.
Good effort. David, what you got?
What is a penis in the rain?
Penis in the rain. And Jesse?
I was trying to draw a cloud raining dicks, but it,
Oh man, wow. No points changing on this one. This is, of course, the GameCube launch title, Wave Race Blue Storm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was not going to get that.
Ah, shucks, man. It's quite a game. I realize now I only rented that one. I didn't buy, Blue Storm. I'm not sure that many people bought Blue Storm, but it's a fun game. I kind of wish Nintendo kept these Extreme Sports series going, man. They made 1080 Avalanche. They made Wave Race Blue Storm. I wish these were still things because it seemed like the Excite Truck. Yeah, they had a promising world of Extreme Sports going for a while there. Like, David, did you play Blue Storm at all?
No.
Oh shit, man. So, but you did previously on Nintendo 64 play 1080 and Wave Race.
No.
You didn't play either of those. Son of a bitch. Well, who am I? Why am I talking to you?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I just assume that you're well versed in these things. But
yes, everything about me screams I am super into extreme sports.
See, but that's the thing,
Yeah.
David. None of us were really into extreme sports back in fucking the late 90s, early 2000s. We played video games about them. That's what we did.
No, David Jeske Fleming. That was his whole thing.
Yeah, David, no fear Fleming.
no fear.
Pardon me for a moment as I update my name on Twitter.
Yeah, but yeah, no, they had a promising little franchise of extreme sports stuff going because some of the characters in Blue Storm, they had the characters from the previous Wave Race. Because yes, there were characters that you got to choose as. They had different names, and then they added a couple others, but also a couple of the playable characters in Blue Storm were the snowboarders from 1080 on Nintendo 64. You can play.
Cool.
Wave Race Blue Storm as Ricky Winterborn or Akari Hayami. And I was like,
finally,
that's dope. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We say sarcastic finally now, but like back then, I'm like, oh, cool. Nintendo's got an extreme sports thing going. Like they should have kept it going. Because 1080 and Wave Race on Wii make entirely too much sense. And then I'd like to see them again now. Like just bring back Nintendo Extreme Sports Resort and put it on the Switch. I'll buy that shit day one, baby. My me versus Ricky Winterborn in some extreme sports. I've been waiting 20 fucking years for that. But oh well. So no points changing on that one. Let's see. Was it Jesse that last had control? Jesse maintains control of the board.
Great Big Worlds for 400.
Great Big Worlds for 400. Oh my God, Jesse. Where is my sound for that one? I don't have a sound for that one. It's the Daily Double space. Let's see.
Spice?
Boom shakalaka!
Space!
Daily Double, Jesse. Yeah, it's again, we can't officially call this game that tune Jeopardy, but it's a Jeopardy thing. So you get to wager points on this category, and this is your chance to really take control of the game. Jesse, you've got 1,600 points at your disposal. And you get to write down your wager, and then you get to be the only one that answers this category.
Bet it all, man.
So, big.
Do I tell you how
big,
much first, or do I write it down, or what?
I would say, actually, you don't need to write it down. So, you just say how much you want to wager on Great Big Worlds.
Let's do 500.
500 on Great Big Worlds, and here's your clue. In addition to being released on November 11th, 2011, this game is also set to be released on November 11th, 2021. right, Jesse. Big moment for you. Daily double time. What do you got?
What is Elder Scrolls V Skyrim?
Oh my goodness, Jesse, he got it. $500 big points for Jesse on that one. Congratulations, sir. It was, of course, the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Released on everything.
Yep. And will
Eventually.
continue to do so.
Yeah.
For the rest of time.
I've heard rumor of an Elder Scrolls 6. I don't think it's happening.
Not yet.
No, never.
Well, see,
Not-
my
yeah, not-
uncle who works at Bethesda,
My uncle who works at Skyrim.
Skyrim.
he told me.
It's just called Skyrim now.
Yeah, this is a good game.
Yeah, it's a great game. There's nothing to say about it. Jesse, you maintain control of the board. Only got 5 categories left, or 5 questions left, so pick wisely.
Let's finish these great big worlds with
Great Big
500.
Worlds for 500. Answer there. Early in development, this game was called Cave Game. All right, guys. Johnny's got it up already. What do we got?
I said, what is Minecraft?
Uh-huh. And David?
What is Minecraft?
And Jesse?
What is Minecraft?
What do you know? Everybody got it right. I can't believe that everybody guessed the best-selling game of all time correctly. Well done, fellas.
Go us.
Yeah,
I have still never played this game.
Me neither. Not a single moment of it.
Huh.
Like, and I don't really mean to be like, take that. You know, I just, I don't know. I missed out on it.
It's
I
a
feel
beautiful
like-
game, John.
I missed out on it back in those early days, back before it was the best-selling game of all time, and now it's like, I don't feel like fucking with it. Like,
I feel like it's one of those games where if I did start playing it, I don't think I would play anything else.
Yep.
see, and I'm already like that with most games, so I don't need to get like that with something else. But it's the kind of thing where I definitely want to like show it to my son, because like there's this whole generation now of kids that have grown up where like Minecraft is their Super Mario Brothers, and it's like these kids are smarter than us guys. Like they might all seem like, you know, I don't know, confusing young little dipshit kids, but they all grew up with Minecraft as the first game they ever played. They're fucking next generation. They're geniuses, man. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I-
Mario.
I doubt it, man. I mean, do you remember how many times we try to beat Mario as fast as we could? Because at the end, if you beat it so quickly, you get to see Princess Peach's titties. Like,
No. What? I thought you were going to say fireworks over the castle. Titties.
no. You
Never
get
on the
fast enough, you
table.
can see your titties. That's what we grew
You
up
know?
knowing.
Princess Peach pulls her blouse down and starts shaking her fireworks everywhere.
Yeah.
What?
You never heard that rumor as a kid?
No.
I did.
No. God damn it, Johnny. Okay, well, whatever that was, bizarre, horrifying tangent that
Get out
Johnny
of
heard. All right, let's close it out. Jesse, what do you got?
Console launch games for 100.
Console launch games for 100. This game's box art may be a reference to the 1990 Christmas film Home Alone. Hope everybody's feeling horrible and confused by that music and hint combination. I'm liking the chat message. Just like, I never noticed that, and now I can't unsee it. Good, thank you. That's why we do trivia.
I wrote, "What is Home Alone?"
Okay, cool. Johnny wanted to lose some points.
I drew a penis doing the Kevin Arnold scream.
Damn it, Jesse! I also drew a penis doing the Kevin Arnold.
Twice.
You guys both lose points because it was Kevin McAllister.
Yeah, I was going to say
Home Alone.
Kevin McAllister, not Kevin. Who's Kevin Arnold? Tom Arnold's
Wonder
kid.
Years.
Oh yeah, fucking Wonder Years.
The answer, of course, is Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, wait. Oh my God, yeah.
Now you can't unsee it, can you? Kevin Arnold.
I can't see Kevin Arnold.
So wait, are you saying you want to play Luigi's Mansion as Fred Savage or Macaulay Culkin?
Both.
I feel like Macaulay Culkin would be Luigi and Fred Savage would be Mario.
Oh my God, this is my dream casting now.
I feel like though in the big scheme of child actors, it's kind of the other way around. I feel like Fred Savage is the Luigi and Macaulay Culkin's the Mario. But
yes, but
yeah,
as far as like stature,
yes, I suppose so. Where does Marilyn Manson fit in all this?
He does not exist anymore.
Wherever he wants.
He's a bad person.
He's Waluigi. I'm talking about the nerdy kid from the Wonder Years. That's not actually.
That's not
Marilyn Manson.
him.
Yeah, I know.
And he did not remove a rib to suck his own dick either.
No, he did not. But Waluigi did. We know that.
Yeah,
I was going to say, are we talking about Waluigi? Because he totally did that.
Yeah, that's
Waluigi. That's his whole point.
happens in his first game.
Wow,
Waluigi
it's Mario
is-
Tennis. I removed a rib so I can suck my own dick. Wow.
Super
I like to
Waluigi
think-
Autofellatio Adventures.
Wario removed a rib to suck his own dick, and it was like the Adam and Eve thing. It created Waluigi.
Yeah.
Waluigi is the removed rib.
No, see,
God.
Wario is like Ron Jeremy. He could suck his own dick, but he got fat and his gut's in the way. So
Yeah, that adds up.
I've been
And
there.
Ron Jeremy also canceled. That guy's going to prison. So let's see. Nobody, everybody lost points on that one for the Kevin Arnold blunder. So that gives Johnny control of the board.
Yeah, console launches 200.
Console launch games 200. The developers of this game have said they hated the subtitle that was added to the game by the publisher. Let's see some. Oh man, I was gonna say let's see some boom headshots. Johnny, what happened here?
I drew a penis.
Okay, sadly incorrect, David.
What is Halo Combat Evolved?
And Jesse,
What is Halo Combat Evolved?
both correct. Johnny, come on. This Halo Combat Evolved, apparently a subtitle that the developers absolutely hated. You know, they like a mononym, they like a single word. And Xbox, Microsoft, they're like, hey, what if we make it really clear it's a shooty game? We're gonna have to put that on there. And then they dropped it for every subsequent game in the series. People forget this was called Combat Evolved. It's pretty good. But
yeah, I definitely remember looking up recently, like when I was putting together soundtracks for the radio, and I was like, Halo Combat Evolved, like what game in the series is this?
The fuck?
What, is this like 5? What the hell?
Yeah, what spinoff is that? ODST? No, it's not. Oh, that's the first one. Huh? I thought that was called merely Halo. And that's why it goes in under an M instead of H.
I was gonna say I would love if they released like a prequel that was called merely Halo.
I don't understand why more companies don't do that.
Marathon, David. That's the prequel to Halo.
Marathon, aka merely Halo. I'm just saying, it's a fun prequel name. Instead of something zero, call it merely Metroid or like
merely Pathways into Darkness.
Sure.
That's a prequel to Marathon.
God damn it.
It keeps happening.
Oh, God. Good Lord. Great job, Jesse and David. You both got it right. But somehow Jesse has stolen control of the board. Jesse, where are we going?
Console launch games for 400.
For 400, the narrator for this game and its sequel, who went uncredited for 18 years, has been identified as Brian Matt Ool by a YouTuber named Nick Robinson.
Hey guys.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
God, don't let it break again.
That
We're
was
so
weird.
close.
I was gonna say, was that me or was that somebody
I
else?
don't know what that was, but we seem to be fine now.
We got one song to get through, guys. Let's finish it. Good Lord. Okay. Johnny, yet again, drew that fucking penis. David, what did you got?
What is Super Monkey Ball?
And Jesse?
What is Super Monkey Ball?
Both correct. Oh my goodness, they're dueling all the way to the final question. Yeah, so I don't know much about Super Monkey Ball, but I found that trivia fascinating. Like, there was no credited narrator for this game, but he's just some guy that somebody finally hunted down. Like, how do you hunt down an uncredited person from a game from 20 fucking years ago? I don't understand.
Well,
But
apparently, like, he's a big actor, like, in Japan, so maybe they were able to, like, match his voice up.
That's funny. So that makes it even more fun. Like imagine this guy, Brian Matt Ool watching Japanese television be like, that guy sounds like the Super Monkey Ball guy. I should stalk him and find out if he is. Like, yeah. I don't know how the guy does his research, but I'm intrigued nonetheless. Super Monkey Ball, great series. Recently had another a re-release. Yeah.
I keep meaning to pick it up.
Man, I'm tempted to pick it up, but I also remembered like I have a fondness for many things in the Super Monkey Ball series, but I don't think the gameplay is one of them. So, we'll see. David, pick it up physical, and then when you don't like it, mail it to me, and I'll play it. That's my policy now. We got to start a game share thing. Let's do our little game swap. So David, by agreeing to mail me all your games, you have control of the board. So where are we going for this final question here, David?
Let's do console launch games for 500.
David, that's a fantastic suggestion. Console launch games 500. The answer there. This game features 5 unlockable bonus levels, 2 of which let the player pilot the series' signature vehicle, while 2 others let the player control the series' main villain. All right, guys. Last chance. Besides Final Jeopardy, let's see it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Shit.
Johnny.
Around time, but I meant to write Rogue Squadron, Rogue Leader.
Johnny writes RSRL. And Jesse and David both say Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Leader. Everybody is correct. Wow. What a final clue. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that David and Jesse both played the hell out of some Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader on GameCube, right?
Yeah, this game fucking rules.
Funnily enough, I played the hell out of Rogue Squadron. I don't think I've ever played Rogue Squadron 2.
Really? It was a GameCube launch game, David. What are you doing not playing it?
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Wish I did know. But, yeah. Jesse, you're going to have to tell everybody what you think about that one.
Yeah, I spent money that I was supposed to use to buy books with college to buy a GameCube and this game, and I think I made the right choice.
You did.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
Came out way ahead, man. I didn't own Rogue Squadron 2. I convinced my neighbor to buy it. He bought the PlayStation 2 and the GameCube before I did. That's my weird secret. Dane Hutchins bought both those systems before I ever got a chance to. And I convinced him to, buy this. That motherfucker didn't like Star Wars. Like he lived next door. I came over every weekend and played the shit out of this. This was a good game, man. Like, I like that that agreement back in the day between Nintendo and Factor 5 and Lucas, whoever was in charge of this. Like, they should have kept that partnership going. Can you imagine if Nintendo somehow secured like Star Wars exclusivity back in the day? Could have blown some minds.
Crazy.
But yeah, I liked it because it was also like two sides of a thing. Like Xbox eventually got like KOTOR, GameCube had Rogue Leader. I like the star fighting. Other people could have the timeless RPG. I like this just basic star fighting type shit. It was good stuff. It was like the Shadows of the Empire. It was all about it.
You say basic, but like Factor 5 was pushing the GameCube to its limits from
I'm sure.
the gate.
This game was beautiful.
Yeah,
and I'm just saying it basic in terms of like scenarios. Like play your favorite parts of the movies on a GameCube. When I say basic, that's what I mean. But yeah, so Johnny, if you want to tell everybody about how Factor 5 is pushing the GameCube for a second while I queue up the final Jeopardy question, please do so.
So yeah, Factor 5 famously on the 64 and the GameCube got, I don't know, some kind of crazy access to, I don't know if they had access to documentation nobody else did, or if they just figured out on their own, or like what. But they were tapping into all kinds of crazy undocumented features that like nobody else really knew about. They single-handedly like fucked up GameCube emulation for years because their games are the hardest to emulate because they took advantage of all these crazy weird bugs that the hardware had. Like they really just went bananas. Yeah, that's really about it. Was that they made games that would like take every possible advantage of the hardware, including advantages that like you weren't supposed to really do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Good on them as a developer. They did some good shit. The Rogue games, I think they did Battle for Naboo, all kinds of fun shit. So, Factor 5, man, whatever happened to them? They should be a more famous developer now. Not one that we talk about with such a hushed, whatever happened to those guys kind of reference. But anyway, it's time, guys, for final GTT pretty. Name not final. And here's how it's going to work. You guys all have to place your wagers. Place your wagers, I guess, I don't know, off in the corner of your writing tablets. And then you're going to have to answer the final GTT pretty question. So go ahead and make your wagers now.
Well, don't you tell us the category first?
No, not in this game, man. This isn't Jeopardy. This is Game That Tune. I told you early on in this episode, the final Jeopardy question was going to be bullshit. And let me know when you get your wagers ready.
I have mine.
Okay, guys. Final GTT pretty. Name the connecting strand between all 25 games featured on tonight's show.
Okay. So, should we tell you our wager before we reveal our answer?
Johnny, I'm a host of this show.
Okay.
We start with our leader, Jesse. You're in the lead with 3,600 points. Tell us your answer,
That's
and then
not
we'll
how-
talk about your wager.
I wagered 1,000, and I said games from episodes we had guests on the show.
Oh, that's a very good guess. Sadly, Jesse, not correct. David, you're next up. Is someone's phone ringing?
Yeah, hang on. Give me 1 second. It's not mine.
God, is it the morning already? I should be at work.
Is it
Okay, so-
is that your side phone?
No, it's my wife's phone. And I'm trying
It's
to
all
send
good,
her a
man.
message to let her know.
All good.
So,
All right,
my
David, you're up
answer
next.
Is what is they're all available on GTT Radio, found at twitch.tv/GTT Radio.
Oh, David, that is an excellent guess. Sadly, not yet correct. As of this recording, not all of these games are featured on Game That Tune Radio. So what's your wager?
I wagered 3,300 points.
Oh my goodness. David dropping down to 100 points, which brings us, of course, to John Regan. Johnny, you have 1,800 points.
Yep.
You need 800 to tie Jesse. Anything over 800 surpasses Jesse.
Okay.
What is your answer here for Final Jeopardy?
You want my answer or the wager first? Answer?
Name. I would like your answer first. Name the connecting strand between all 25 games featured on tonight's show.
I wrote GTT Gems for November.
And Johnny, what was your wager?
1,800 points. I bet it all.
Oh my God. You bet it all.
Johnny
is of course correct.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
The answer was That's right. All of these games were released in November, either 30, 20, or 10 years ago, guys. This was the Game That Tune Gems for November. I don't know, call it a preview show. Or we could just release this as the Gems episode for November.
I caught on when we talked about Skyrim. It's 10th anniversary in November. I was like, wait a minute. And so then I went to our spreadsheet where we play in for GT Gems, and I saw a lot of new highlights and realized what was going on.
God damn it.
Oh,
I mean, to be fair,
that's some bullshit right there.
to be fair, John said that the final thing was going to be bullshit. And what
Yeah.
is Johnny if not successful when there's bullshit?
He got me, guys. Yes. Well done. Jesus. Using all the resources available to you, Johnny. I guess, I don't know, play the this game's winner is for yourself.
Oh God, I was not ready for that. Okay.
You got a soundboard, right?
Yeah, no, I've not played this in a while.
This game's winner is John Regan.
Well done, man. What a show. Great fuck, man, great job. Yeah, fantastic win. What a that's how Final Jeopardy goes sometimes, baby. Yeah, you sometimes it's just everything's on your side. Sometimes I forget that I shouldn't highlight all the things I'm choosing for the episode. Yeah, good job. I guess I was hoping that you guys were going to pick up on the theme, since all the console launch games were from the Xbox and GameCube. There were all those weird Final Fantasy games that were all released in the same month in 1991. I don't know. There were a few clues dropped here and there that maybe this was a GTT Gems thing. The November episode Gems is going to be really fucking stacked, guys. I just want to let you know. We got the best-selling game of all time and all that other shit you heard. So it's going to be a great month. And Johnny, you're the champion this episode. So congratulations. You will not be invited to our tournament of champions, however, because I don't see this Game That Tune Jeopardy format continuing forward. But as a consolation prize, you get the home version of Game That Tune, and you get a college scholarship, and you get to pick the theme for the next episode of Game That Tune.
Okay, so next week I would like to do a free play because I don't have a theme at all. I was expecting to win, so free play it is. And let me see if I have a free play jingle ready to roll. I probably don't.
Oh,
but...
for the love of crumb cake, you got to have a fucking free play jingle ready when you say that. Game that tune. Avengers!
Free play.
I hit 69 of them, all of them, not just the men, the women and children too.
John, you really got to pay attention. I mean, I know I mostly spout off bullshit, but sometimes I have legitimate points.
Dinosaurs with titties. .com. There's a dinosaur. You're in the past. He's in the future. Who gives a fuck? There's a dinosaur. Just enjoy this goddamn game. Fuck you. Ultra 64.
Hot take. A dinosaur is far more interesting than a skeleton.
That's not a hot take. I'm not playing this sound for that. Hey.
What the fuck, man?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, God, that burning ape piss. That is some serious business. Johnny Bite, take it seriously with titties.com.
Do you think when Michael Richards comes, he leaves the room and then bursts in the door?
Oh God, I hope so.
Call me the ass man.
Come on, Miss. Let's you and me fuck up the evolutionary tree. He's got a big fucking dick.
He's a dinosaur.
How absurd!
Yeah, fantastic, John. I expect no less from you. A fantastic free play for next episode. We could have just skipped this whole episode and just said that this was going to be a free play. But no, doing an elaborate Jeopardy thing it was definitely the right way to go. So, congratulations, Johnny. Thank you, Jesse and David, both for playing. And, thank you, everybody, for watching live with us. We're live every Wednesday night. We're on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Search for Game That Tune. We're in your podcast devices on Tuesday mornings. Hit us up, GameThatTune.com, or anywhere you get your podcasts. Thank you for checking out Patreon.com/GameThatTune. If you like Patreon.com/GameThatTune, seriously, guys, you guys are going to want to check this out because we talk about GTT gems a lot. This episode had 25 games, all of which may be featured on the next episode, GTT Gems. And I didn't even include everything that I could have. I probably could have made a 6th category, a potpourri, as it were, to up this to 30 games. Because these episodes that we do about game releases from 30, 20, and 10 years ago, they're loaded with music. They're entirely too long, but they're a lot of fun. And we also do other stuff. Jesse just put out his Xbox mixtape. That's where we put our movie commentaries. We got all kinds of fun stuff going on at patreon.com/GameThatTune, and you help us keep the lights on at our 24/7 music live stream, twitch.tv/GTT Radio. So we appreciate everybody going to patreon.com/GameThatTune and checking us out. Special shout out to our absurd fans, Alex Messenger, Lance Revere, Damian Beckles, Bradford Stevens, Daniel Perky, Taylor Y, Sam L, Mork, Tasty, Grimmery, Phoenix Tier 2121, and Unsaddled Zebra. A fantastic group of patrons that we've got over there at Patreon. It's Game That Tune Jeopardy, so I don't need to go through the usual request thing. Everybody knows how to make a request. And yeah, sorry, it's a Game That Tune Jeopardy thing. I should be more prepared to end the show like this. So I've been your host, John Harrington. You can find me on Twitter at jgangsta187, and I occasionally also tweet things from the Game That Tune account. I wanted to say thank you for playing. Congratulations on 3rd place to David. You can find David on Twitter at
DFD Fleming.
Yep. And Jesse, a hard-fought game. Congratulations to you. 2nd place, $5,000, and the honor of naming your Twitter handle on Twitter at
Sega_legend.
And John Regan, this week's winner. Mr. Free Play, Mr. fucking, Game That Tune Jeopardy, the Game That Tune Jeopardy champ, the Ken Jennings of Game That Tune. You can find John Regan on Twitter at
Gangsta18. I mean, Chuck. JP Regan
Really?
JR.
Did you just give out John's? Oh man! Sometimes it's
hold
wild
on.
that you're a real person.
There's so much to unpack.
It's like one day I'll be the real John.
When have you ever said my Twitter handle out loud?
Never.
When have you ever said the word gangsta out loud?
Never.
What just happened?
Wow.
The show's still broken, guys. What
Yep, no, I'm sorry. There's no free play next week, guys. More
Wheel
Jeopardy.
of Fortune.
The show got broken again. We'll be back with Tic Tac Toe.
Yes.
Oh God! Wow.
What's
All right.
wrong with me? Ooh.
All right, Johnny. So anyway, yeah, you got bonus tunes.
So yeah, my Bose tunes, the free play jingle had a lot of references to dinosaurs in it. I picked Super Mario World, not the game, but the album with original smooth jazz arrangements by Soichi Noriki, performed by the Mario Club Band. This is Mario Stay Alert, which is a mashup of the underground theme, Ghost House, and the castle theme from Super Mario World.
All right. Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. Good night. Good night, everybody. And we're out.
Are you rating somebody?
Yeah, sorry, it already went through.
A Munich?
Rating.
No.
Yeah, Immunicy. Some chick playing fucking Family Feud. Because why not?
Okay, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
Guys, it
I
was a
need to
lot
get
of
some
fun,
sleep.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It
Wait,
was.
See you guys on Twitter. My handle's JKickst.
Me and Johnny will be swapping Twitter handles for the foreseeable future.
All right. See you guys.
Okay.
Bye,
Good night,
man.
guys.